Hello again, vinyl community. I'm back, as promised, with another recent finds video. This one from a record store I don't get to a lot. It's actually one state over, and it sounds like a long way, but it's actually closer than the record store I normally go to. I live right on the border of New York State, so literally from my house in 15 minutes on bike I could be in Pennsylvania pretty much. So it's not that far away, but the store is in Pennsylvania, and it's called Boardwalk Records, Broad Street Records, excuse me. And it's small, and the guy does a lot of record shows, and he pulls his best stuff for record shows. Now normally it's out, but you have to look through everything twice, and it's packed so tightly that it's really hard to get through. So I don't love going there. And it seems like every time I do go there, he is packing up for a record show. In fact, last time I went there, he pulled half the stuff I wanted and put it in boxes somewhere. And I didn't wind up getting it because I'm not a pull-as-you-go guy. I'll wait a minute and think about it, and oh well. Anyway, so I went there today, and I picked up a few things. Nothing too amazing. I also went to a Goodwill there, which I'll show that stuff later in another video. And I've never bought a record there before, and I bought a few this time. So, I had a decent record day. Hope everybody's well out there, and I'm just going to get started with what I'm playing in the background. This is Delirium in Hi-Fi, Elsa Popping and her Pixieland band. It's on Columbia Records, and I'm playing it in the background, so I can't show you the label, but it's on an all-red Columbia label. It's a very weird label. I've never seen it before. I mean, there's no white Columbia going around it or anything. It's just a red label with some white lettering on it. There's the back, and this is sort of deconstructed music, deconstructed in the writing, and deconstructed in its instrumentation, and maybe even edited. I'm not sure. It's recorded somewhere in France. I don't know when. I don't know if it's a reissue. I'm assuming it's a reissue. This thing's still in shrink. But it was pretty cool. It looked right up my alley. So I picked it up, and the guy, like, it was what the guy talked to me about. He's like, that's a really cool record. And I'm like, yeah, and the cover's cool, and yeah. So I was very, very happy to get this, actually. Also picked up the best of Graham Parker and The Rumor. It's a British import, and it's on Vertigo, and that's really the main reason I bought it. There's the track listing. I love Graham Parker. I have probably 5 or 6 compilations of his, but getting a British one on Vertigo is pretty cool, and I was pretty happy to get it. His normal price for records, if they're not priced, is $5. So these were both $5. I normally don't talk prices, but good price for that. Also picked this up. The best of Etta James on some company called United Records. Now I'm assuming that this is early Etta James. But what this has on it is a song called Rough Lover, which Aretha Franklin did as well. I'm assuming that Etta James did it first, and I love Aretha Franklin's version, and her voice is really low and deep in that, and Etta James is even lower and deeper. So I'm hoping that her version is even better than Aretha Franklin's, and frankly that's why I bought it. There's the, it's in really nice shape, and I'd never seen it before, and I thought, what the heck, it's a pretty cool record. And he did give me a slight discount too, which was very nice. This is sort of a blind buy. I think I've heard them before, and I think they're like a garage revival band, The Living End. There's a track listing. But one of the reasons I did buy it is it's still in shrink. It's got it's just a piece of paper, but it's got a promo picture of them inside. It's also got song lyrics. which is interesting. And I haven't even looked at this yet, but it's got 2 records in it. Oh, what else is it? Oh, look, it's got a decal bullet. I didn't even know that was in there. That's really cool. It's got 2 records. And here's the main record. And this is one of the main reasons I bought it. It's on a cool silver, metallic silver label. And here's the other record. And I have no idea what's on this. Do you remember Rock and Roll? The picture that came with the frame is the name of the album. This is a whole nother album, I think. So, very cool. I got 2 albums for the price of 1. I think this is the way this came. And it was just interesting. And it was $8, and I'm like, oh, I'll take a crapshoot for $8. You know, so I'll never get these back in here. So yeah, The Living End, and came with a bullet sticker. How cool is that? And if anybody knows about The Living End, and it seems like I once did, a long time ago. There you go. It's mostly back in there. And I just don't remember them. Maybe they were on a Vox compilation or something. I can't remember. Picked up 2 similar albums, but they're not the same. Nick Lowe, Pure, actually, Jesus of Cool. This is an actual, again, $5, an actual British copy of Nick Lowe's first album. There is some tape on the cover, but usually you get a lot of ring wear on either the British or the American on this, and the cover is actually pretty clean. And interestingly, inside, it has the sleeve from a British Brinsley Schwarz album. Which is interesting. And it's on the Radar label. And it's in, whoa, really nice shape till I drop it. So, I have the reissue. And I love Nick Lowe, and I couldn't leave it there for $5. I just couldn't. So Nick Lowe, the Jesus of Cool LP, and the American version, Pure Pop for Now People. I actually don't own this anymore because I gave mine to Chris over at Dixieland Farm because I didn't need it. And I knew I would find one someday. And the one I gave him, honestly, the cover had a lot more ring wear than this one. So this would have been an upgrade anyway. And it's got the original inner sleeve. It's a little dirty. My inner sleeve was better, but and the record's in decent shape. And so 2 of principally the same album. There is 1 song difference on between the 2. This one has they call it Rock, I think is the difference. And this one has Shake and Pop, which is basically the same song, done 2 different ways. Nick Lowe. This may be the best find I found today. Elvis Costello's 3rd album, Armed Forces. A promo copy with the promo strip on the bottom. The promo not for sale on there. It's in really nice shape. You open it up. It's got the original inner sleeve. Really nice shape. And yes, it is a white label promo copy, which just makes me glow with happiness. And not only that, the 45 is in there, and that is a white label promo as well. I don't believe it came in the picture sleeve in the white label promo. I believe this is how it came. So the Live at Hollywood High 45 promo copy is in there. And that was $6. This is my steal of the day. I couldn't have been happier about this. I really couldn't. Lavern Baker, Real Gone Gal. I don't have much by her except on the Atlantic compilations. And I really like Lavern Baker. Really cool, gutsy sort of 60s soul singer. Actually 50s into the very early 60s. This has most of her best stuff on it. It's missing 1 or 2 tracks. Put out by Charlie R&B UK. Should be a good pressing, good listen. Pretty happy to get that. Just a couple more here. They're on X, the Colpix years, 61 to 63. Early Ronettes, pre-Phil Spector. And there you go. And supposedly, the first Phil Spector single is on here. I haven't played it yet because I just got it. But I remember when this came out, and I didn't like it, and I probably still won't be in love with it, but I love the Ronettes, and I just had to pick it up. And last but not least, Link Wray from 1973, Be What You Want To. I love Link Wray, and I know nothing from this album, from Polydor, but I just love him, and this is a couple years before he hooked up with Robert Gordon, and I'm hoping it's just really raw and really good and some just fantastic guitar playing on here. So I'm expecting. He does some covers, Lottie Miss Claudie, All Cried Out, You Really Got a Hold on Me. Should be an interesting record. Well, that's it from what I picked up today at Broad Street Records. As always, check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. Hope you're all doing well. And I'll probably go make another video. This time the next video will be 5 recent spins. So, I'm not great at reviewing records, so don't judge me harshly. But we'll see what happens. So stick around for that whenever I get it uploaded. Thanks for watching, and take care, everybody. Bye.